Well, this is not Kingdom Hearts like we promised. I apologize.
Well, we did just happen to come across a game that I forgot that came out, so we played it, and we have a lot to say for our first impressions.
So, recently the remaster of Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII came out. I think it came out 2 days ago. Maybe by the time this comes up, it'll be 3. This came out on Tuesday. This will be uploaded on Friday. So,
Yeah.
So 3 days ago, we got Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, which is not a remake of Crisis Core. It's a remaster. Let's just clear that up right now.
And I imagine, I haven't played the original, but I imagine it just plays a lot smoother anyway.
So I only got through a little bit of the original. I didn't get very far. I think I got to chapter 4. So I didn't get super far into it. And I just finished chapter 3, so I'm probably around the same spot I was in the PSP version.
Now it's just everything from here on out is new for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and I never played Crisis Core, and I never played the original Final Fantasy VII. I've only played part 1 of the remake trilogy, and this is probably the best way for me to experience Final Fantasy VII in a modern age.
So the good thing about Crisis Core is that it can tie into the original and the remake.
Yeah, we're not sure how the ending is yet. We know what happens in the original, but I don't know if they're going to tie it to the 7 remake or anything.
You will find. I'm assuming we'll find out, but Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII puts you in control of Zack Fair, who was the guy who gave Cloud the Buster Sword. So this is his story. So that's kind of cool that we got his story finally. Because we always if you played the original Final Fantasy VII, you saw him in flashbacks and stuff, but you never really knew who he was, what he did, type of thing. You knew how Cloud felt about him, but you didn't know who he is.
Yeah, it's just I want to know more about him. So Square Enix in the 2000s on PSP gave him his own game.
Yeah, it's crazy how Cloud from Kingdom Hearts has a bunch of games now.
Cloud, Zack has his own. Zack from Kingdom Hearts is also has his own game now.
It's insane to me.
I know. I mean, because in Birth by Sleep. So,
all joking aside, this game is not at all like the original Final Fantasy VII. It's
What do you mean?
It doesn't play anything like the original Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah, it more so is a complimentary title. It's the Final Fantasy VII remake.
That's why this remaster came out. Now it's going to tie back into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So they wanted to release this because Zack is going to have a role in Rebirth. You haven't played Final Fantasy VII Remake yet, you should.
Yeah, I feel like they probably wanted to remaster it for a while, but they didn't really have a good timing
and now
reason
with
to do it.
Now with Rebirth on the horizon,
it's the perfect time to do it.
Exactly. So,
again, Nomura did say he's been wanting to remaster or remake Final Fantasy VII ever since the PS2 era, but just the tech wasn't there for what he envisioned.
Yeah, a trilogy of a remake,
which was 3 discs or 4 discs.
Well, the real Final Fantasy VII was 3 discs. So.
Oh my god, that's funny. 3 discs, 3 parts. Jesus Christ.
I guess it all worked out in the end.
Is it then in the future? One game is going to be a trilogy, and then the second part is going to be another trilogy, and then the final part is going to be another trilogy.
I hate that.
Yeah, you hate that because they know what's going to happen. Square Enix is going to smoke too much crack and go, you know what? Let's structure all the new games like this.
It's like playing Final Fantasy X, but the whole first disc is you're just in Spira. You're in Spira. You're in Xanarkand at the beginning of the game before a place gets flooded. That's the whole game. That'd be insane.
That'd be weird. I don't know if I'd like that.
Or it's Kingdom Hearts 1, but it's all Traverse Town. The whole game is in Traverse.
Oh my god. No. I'd be so mad I would listen to that music over and over and over.
Oh, shit. No, I will
Anyway.
say, we are going to do a video on Final Fantasy VII Remake later. They
Yeah.
did make that work in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Just, I think they made it work.
They made what work? The gameplay style?
The game being in one city, they made it work in the remake.
Yeah, because they were able to flesh it out more than they could in the original due to time and space.
We're not going to go too much over the story until we do the full review of this game.
Yeah, because we're only at the end of Chapter 3 right now.
Yeah, none of us are super far yet. We both just got the game yesterday. So
yeah. I was going to get it physically, but then I just didn't feel like waiting, so I said, fuck it, I'll pick up a physical copy later and just play this now.
I do have a physical copy. So
yeah, you were lucky to be able to get it like just right then and there. Not me.
I'm gonna say, graphically, it's not that great. If I'm
It
honest. That's just it.
It's passable.
I mean, it's just an uprise PSP game.
Yeah, so I don't give it too much shit.
You can tell by the game's structure this was meant to be a portable game.
Yeah, the levels are very squarish or squared off and all that stuff, and it's very easy to tell where enemies are going to spawn.
Which means it'll be perfect on the Switch.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, it is on the Switch, so there you go.
I'll get to that in a minute because I have a lot of questions about that. But
yeah,
it's not bad. Like, it's a huge upgrade on the original PSP version. Huge upgrade.
I've never played the original, so I can just only imagine like they give you like so many more options with controls in this game.
The soundtrack is great because it's Final Fantasy VII. I mean,
yeah, nothing shocking there.
The game structure is kind of weird though. Because you have your storyline you can go do, but at every save point you can go to like random side missions. It's weird.
Yeah, it reminds me of a better version of 358 Days Over 2.
I never played that game.
I heard it wasn't very good.
I have the like the movie version of it on the HD and the HD remixes.
Yeah, I mean like more so the actual DS game is just bleh.
I've heard. I've heard.
To be fair, it's a DS game, a 3D DS game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
I mean, DS. I mean, what you said DS game. I was like, DS games could be good. What are you talking about? But
you control the camera with the touch screen.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. See what I mean? This is why you just don't do this, guys. Don't bring these kind of high caliber franchises to handhelds. Thank God handhelds are dead now.
I mean, the Switch is a handheld, technically speaking.
Console first. It's console first.
I think the 3DS was good.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Dream Drop Distance could have been on the fucking like modern consoles. Let's be real.
I don't disagree, but
it's Kingdom Hearts 2. That's literally the original Kingdom Hearts 2.5.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, because it was in between 2 and 3. So fuck.
Gameplay wise, it's kind of like Remake, but it's also not.
It's pretty smooth though, but it's pretty simple once you understand the button inputs.
It looks and feels slower than Remake.
But in general, it's still pretty fast.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. You have the only character you control is Zack. You don't have a party, and he could dodge, block, use his sword, and he can use materia. So you have to. So you know, materia works just like you would think. You throw fire, lightning, cure, blizzard. You know, all your typical Final Fantasy spells. But then you have this DMW meter, which what does that mean? Dream Mind Wave, if I remember correctly.
You didn't pay attention to what it meant. It's a slot machine thingy, and if it lands on a certain character, you'll do their special burst limit attack, and
that's how your limit break works. And if you get triples, and there are different attributes. So if you get a certain combination of numbers, you can get, like, for example, invincibility, infinite magic, infinite AP, endurance, shield. If you get 777s, you level up, which I think that's a weird way to lock a level system up, but that's just me.
I don't know. I can't tell if it's random or if it's like on a set amount of kills or something.
I don't know, because I've seen it level up like twice in a row. I'll go for a while, so I don't know.
Yeah, that happened to me. I leveled up twice very quickly, and then it's been a while. I have to look that up. But I don't know. I like the idea of that it's just random right now.
I mean, if it's just random, and you get to the final boss and you're only at level 20, oh boy.
From what I hear, when it comes to this game's like gameplay loop, if you try just doing the story missions without bothering to level up or get anything extra, you're going to get your ass kicked, apparently, at some point of the game. So you feel more incentivized to go do the side missions. And you feel like you do a ton of them, but you're only like 5 or 10% done by chapter 2 or 3 when you're doing them.
The approach I'm taking to this is at the beginning of each chapter, I'm going to do as many missions as I feel like I can do, and then I'm going to go through the story.
And then if maybe you're doing mid-story, and you can access these from any save point, so you can just be going through a mission, just be like, hey, I'm strong enough now to take that mission out. Let me just take care of that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Like, you don't have to go dedicate your entire time to it. Just be like, that mission has been pissing me off. I want that materia or whatever.
Speaking of materia, you can fuse materia in this game.
Yes. Is it Cloud?
No, there's not Cloud. Cloud is in Final Fantasy.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I forgot. I'm assuming he's in this game, but I haven't seen him yet.
Neither have I. So it's going to be a mystery for both of us.
But he's on the cover art, so...
Yeah, he better appear, or otherwise...
Something about the story that is screwing up my head is Sephiroth is a good guy.
Yeah, I don't like it, because we know what happens. We know what he becomes. I don't know exactly how he becomes what he is, but...
Whoa! Just seeing Sephiroth not trying to kill everybody is screwing up my head. I don't like it.
Yeah, he's actually just chatting it up, and you're like on edge the entire time.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, when are you gonna snap? When are you gonna snap? When are you gonna snap? When are you? I don't know if Genesis is the main villain or if Sephiroth is the main villain. I don't know.
Depends how the story plays out, I guess.
It could end up being Sephiroth in the end. I don't know, because he's the main villain of Final Fantasy VII, so...
Or it could just... Wait a minute. Maybe what if they have added an alternate ending? Where, like, you do a battle at the end that's never supposed to happen, and that's how Zack gets fucked off into the other timeline.
Who knows, man?
I don't know if this game is going to change the endings or anything to coincide with Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I guess we'll find out. The voice actors in this game are the ones from Remake. They didn't like just pour it over the original audio. No, they re-recorded everything.
Yeah, it'd be kind of strange if they use the old voice actors.
Yeah, it's current Sephiroth, it's current Zack. So for those of you who don't like the new Zack voice actor, well, I'm sorry, he's here.
Too bad. I think he's fine.
He's not bothering me. I know some people that absolutely despise the new Zack voice, but he's not that bad.
I don't know what the differences are, but I don't know. I've heard in Birth by Sleep, he doesn't seem much different to me.
I mean, both voices fit the character just fine, so.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Dragon Ball Z OG dub to Kai thing. It's okay to be wrong kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a video for another day.
Yeah, I don't want to stir up any fan bases yet.
It's not time for all that.
No.
But so far, I am quite enjoying this game. I'm going to come back later with a full review.
Well, we are. But, like, the thing is, when you first play it, it's like, okay, it's kind of cool. But, like, the more you play it and just, like, understand its gameplay loop, you get kind of addicted into it. Like, you do one mission and you want to do another one, then you're like, oh, a new mission unlocked. You want to keep going and going and going and going. See what kind of good stuff you can get. You get summon materials. So it's like there really is an incentive to do the side shit.
Yeah, there is.
That's the one thing I like about games that, do side stuff correctly. Majora's Mask. So, meh. Sorry, throwing shade at a game. And not making the side missions the primary thing, but more so complementing the main story.
Yeah, man. Majora's Mask hit you in a special type of way, didn't it?
Yeah. I don't like the way it's structured. It can eat my asshole.
Well, with that crude comment, I think I'm going to call this video now.
Yes, I have nothing else to say about it either. I'm liking it so far. I can't wait to see what happens when we get to the end.
Yeah, so once we finish the game, we will come back with a full review for you guys. Until then,
Yeah, it'll be
next time we do one of these, it's going to be Kingdom Hearts. So
outside.
So stick around for that, and until then, we'll see you guys next time.
Later.